The environment, the economy. To rise to the challenges posed by any one of these issues would demand the best from a company. Intelligence, passion, innovation, courage. But to offer a solution that addresses all three requires something more: vision. In 2003, the price of oil hovered just above $20 a barrel. America's unemployment rate stood at just 5.7%. And Al Gore's Inconvenient Truth was 3 years from premiering at the Sundance Film Festival.
When ClearEdge Power began in 2003, the world was a much different place. It was not apparently obvious that alternative energy sources were needed. We, however, saw the future and saw that the path we were on for the consumption and the production of energy was unsustainable. We began to develop a solution that would be ready when it was needed by replacing the older technologies of producing power, which were expensive, environmentally destructive, had intermittency problems, efficiency problems, and security issues. Our fuel cell technology addresses these, and it is now the right product at the right time.
This technology is called the ClearEdge 5 fuel cell system, a more cost-effective way, a cleaner way, a more sustainable way to power homes and businesses. All this from a fuel cell, a word we've all heard but know little about.
Fuel cells has been around for a while. The first practical application was in the space shuttle. All of US manned space vehicles have always been powered with fuel cells. In the early 90s, companies in the United States and in Japan introduced large-scale fuel cells for stationary applications. But the problem with those fuel cell systems were they were very expensive because of the technology available at that time. ClearEdge Power is the first company since then that has succeeded in scaling down the technology that is suitable for a home or a small business and is able to offer the technology at a reasonable price point with a payback period of typically less than 5 years.
To answer how the ClearEdge 5 does all this requires an understanding of fuel cell technology. To generate electricity and heat, a fuel cell requires a fuel source containing hydrogen. ClearEdge Power chose natural gas because it is a fuel already built into the energy grid and is a readily available fuel source. Once connected to a natural gas source, the ClearEdge 5 uses a fuel processor to separate hydrogen from the natural gas by sending it through a series of catalytic reactors. The hydrogen is then fed to the fuel cell stack, where the chemical energy is converted directly to electrical energy, creating water and heat as byproducts. Since the fuel cell stack, like a battery, generates direct current, DC power, an inverter system is then used to convert the energy into 120-volt alternate current, or AC power, and made available for consumption. The heat produced during this process is captured using heat exchangers to provide heat for buildings, as well as pools, domestic hot water, and other heating needs.
You know, I get to see these trends. I get to see things that I know they're not going to work. And I get to see some things that I know are going to work. And I've been in it long enough now to kind of understand the cycle time. I can look at a product like electrochromic glass, which is 3 years away. I can determine the velocity of when that product's going to land. And I think fuel cells have been in that slot for success for a while, but nobody made them scalable. Nobody made them the right size for the application. And one of the things I like about ClearEdge, it's right-sized for where it's going.
And where is the ClearEdge 5 going? Where we need to go, making energy more efficient.
People are probably unaware that they're getting about 40% of total electricity transmitted from the grid to their houses. With having an on-site unit like a fuel cell, it's all right there. You're not getting a lot of waste, so the efficiency is quite a bit higher.
With a population exploding and energy consumption expected to rise exponentially, consumers are beginning to look for more efficiency.
I'm finding that the bar to entry for these kinds of things amongst my friends is dropping, and what's driving their interest is all of a sudden, they weren't paying attention, and one day they slid up in their PG&E bill and it had gone from $800 to $1,800, and they're like, when did this happen? Once people embrace the idea of looking for an alternative, it's the only one that really makes sense. And solar cannot compete. If every one of these people has looked at solar too and done the same thing I did, no.
And with the ClearEdge 5, ClearEdge Power has introduced an alternative to the alternatives.
So when we talk about the integrated approach to renewable energy and what it means to the consumer, I think one of the issues that really stands out, one of the differentiating factors for fuel cell technology, is that it's agnostic. It really doesn't matter whether the sun is in or out. It really doesn't matter the wind volatility. It is on demand, and that's a pretty compelling selling point.
With the ClearEdge 5, ClearEdge Power has changed the energy landscape. We've made energy more affordable. We've made energy more efficient. We've made energy more respectful. We've made energy smarter.
I never thought I'd come up against this curve, which is the demand for solutions and more solutions and better solutions. It's incredible. I mean, the demand has just hit, and there aren't a lot of products out there that can deliver. The ones around energy, there's maybe 3 or 4 that are robust enough to go into the existing world, meet the challenge to deliver, and exceed. And fuel cells to me are in this rare category of solving for like a bunch of things, like now. So that's it. For me, it's really simple. I can get it. I can get it shipped. There's a SKU on it. They're making them. They actually work as promised. They deliver on the output. They do what they're supposed to do. And I can't think of anything coming down the line that's going to have the same kind of efficiency returns in this carbon-centric next generation like a fuel cell. So it's not in my top 5. It's always been 1. It's always been like the 1, and everyone's hanging on solar. But I'm in the real world. I'm in places where people need to put stuff on the factory floor tomorrow. Something in that corner of the factory that changes the game.
It delivers power cheaper, greener than any other product out there, and most importantly, it's here now. The future is now. And that's what's so exciting about being involved in ClearEdge. This is a truly revolutionary product, not because the technology is incredibly new, but we put it together in an economically attractive package that's greener and cheaper. This is the secret to market success.